Hi everyone, it's xoPEACHI here with my very first retro game haul video. As some of you may know, I currently live in Atlanta, but I'm originally from New York. I spent last week back in my hometown visiting friends, eating good food, and doing my favorite thing in the world, shopping for retro games. I visited a few of my favorite stores last Thursday, but J&L Game in Midtown Manhattan came through and helped me beef up my Game Boy collection. I first got a Game Boy back in 1993, and it quickly became my favorite companion of everyday life. Whether I was running errands with my mom, visiting family, or on our annual trip to Florida, my Game Boy was with me. Unfortunately, I lost most of my games after I moved out for college, so I'd been meaning to pick up some replacements for my favorites. And J&L had a really great collection of Game Boy games, so I reined myself in a bit, and I only bought 6. And while I'm happy to still have my childhood Game Boy, she's not in great shape and requires way too many batteries for 2026. So instead, I'll be playing these games on my GameCube's Game Boy player. The first thing I had to pick up was all 3 of the Donkey Kong Land video games. I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up, so this was my first experience with Donkey Kong games. They're also much harder than Donkey Kong Country. Next, I had to get Kirby's Dream Land. I really loved Kirby's Adventure on NES as a kid, and it was nice to be able to take Kirby with me on the road whenever I wanted. Unfortunately, they didn't have Kirby's Dream Land 2, which was my favorite one of the series, so I will be looking out for a copy of that game in the future. Lastly, I had to pick up Final Fantasy Legends 2 and 3. This was the start of the Saga series, which started as a spin-off of Final Fantasy 2. Unfortunately, I have yet to see a copy of the first game for the US, but I am keeping my eyes peeled. I've only ever played a small bit of Saga Frontier, so I'm really looking forward to diving into the series soon. We'll also be playing the remaster of Romancing Saga on stream at some point this year. I hope you guys enjoyed looking through my game pickups. I'd love to hear what your favorite Game Boy games are, and I'm always looking for recommendations on retro RPGs, action adventures, and 2D platformers that you think I should check out. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream retro games on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Until next time.